Day 27. Turkey Day's tomorrow. Family's going to be having turkey. They're going to be enjoying some nice roasted bird. Me, I'm having a zuppa de pêche. Like that. Zuppa de pêche is what I'm having. Right around the corner to ending this nonsense. It's not that it's nonsense. It's just, you know, I'm a podcast junkie. I watch podcasts. You know, like-minded people, not like-minded people. You know, I've heard everything from, you know, keto, carnivore, fruitarian, vegan, vegetarian, and everybody says that their stuff is the dopest diet you could ever do for performance. You'd never believe the performance you can get by just eating oranges. I'm joking. This is not medical advice, dietary advice. But I'm just saying, everybody says that their stuff is the best, and they'll use, you know, whatever hand-picked data to say that theirs is the best. I think it comes down to this. It matters on the person, the individual. And then where do you sit? Are you an outlier? Are you on the fringe? On the border? You know, where are you? Where are you physiologically? You know, do you have any autoimmune problems like me? I have eosinophilic esophagitis, GERD, and Crohn's disease. You know, do you have any other underlying factors? You know, I had a spinal cord injury in 2009. You know, 2 operations on my neck, 1 on my back. You know, what's your overall health like? You know, bad in, bad out. Good in, good out. You know, unless you're an outlier living on the margins. You know, like my friend who manages to run ultras, and he's totally cool with carrying a bag of Skittles and a bag of peanut M&Ms and popping those as gels. And it works for him. Wouldn't work for me. I'd be squatting behind some tree every half to every mile. That stuff would go right through me. Bad news. But for him, it works. You know, and I think that on the individual basis, that's where a lot of this plays out, you know. But then also, too, you know, you have people who, they eat garbage. They're eating garbage their entire lives. Maybe they're trying to get a little fit, and their fitness doesn't go up. You know, maybe they get a little fitness, but they're marginal at best. And that's most likely because what they're eating is crap. And, you know, you can't perform on crap. So what do? They start eating cleaner. Whether you go on a diet, whether it's, you know, keto, carnivore, fruitarian, vegan, vegetarian, the potato diet. I know a guy that only eats potatoes, baked potatoes. He eats baked potatoes every day, and that's all that he eats. Like, literally, he has celiac disease, and that's all that he eats. It's crazy. Not crazy like crazy, but crazy like, how do you, the blandest thing on earth. This is the struggle that this poor individual has to deal with for the rest of his life because of this celiac disease. Crazy. But, you know, if you're an average Joe and you eat crap 5 times a week, and then you start eating clean, maybe start doing a whole food diet, start doing, you know, some other kind of diet, whatever kind of diet. And face it, if you start eating a diet, no matter what it is, a diet just means what you put in your mouth and eat. It could be a diet of McDonald's. It could be a diet of Wendy's. You know, pizza. I'm on the pizza diet because that's what I put in my mouth today. You know, but if you change that and you do that for a long enough time, it's no longer a diet. Now it's a lifestyle. like myself, I went and I had to change my life because I had a whole bunch of medical stuff coming down. You know, I was looking at, you know, possibly having to get a liver transplant, possibly having to get a kidney, you know, being in renal failure, you know, a lot of bad mumbo jumbo. So I had to clean my act up. I had to do it quick. I had to lose a lot of weight very rapidly. So I became very militant. I did it the keto way. You know, it may not work for everybody. It worked for me. You know, I had type 2 diabetes. Now I have no type 2 diabetes. You know, I managed to lose, you know, at or close to 60 pounds. You know, and that was in plus or minus 90 days. It was like 90 to 100 days. I lost 60 pounds. And a lot of people are like, that's not healthy. Well, I don't know. I felt freaking fabulous the whole entire time. I still feel great, you know, but I did have to bring my weight back up a little bit because I did look a little like something, you know, something was wrong. Maybe I was hitting the pipe. I had to bring my weight back up. But being that I cleaned up, started eating right, started exercising. Whenever I first started running, I could only run 100 feet. 100 feet. I ran 100 feet. And I said, holy crap, this sucks. My body hurts. I'm going home. And I turned around and I walked home. The next day, I was like, you know what? I bought this $100 pair of running shoes. I might as well try again. Next time I ran to the end of the block. You know, like 500 feet. It's like, I'm dying. Yeah. Every day got a little easier. You know, and now I go out and my long runs, I do 1, sometimes 2 long runs a week. And I know there's some ultra people out there that this mileage is, you know, kind of nothing to them, but I go out 2 times a week and I run a half marathon 2 times a week, you know, and then my short run is usually a 10K. So my short run, my easy run is a 10K. So, you know, I'm running 32 to 34 miles a week. You know, and this was before the whole entire No Meat November also. You know, before I was doing a lot of cycling. I'd rather cycle because I'm a data-driven person. And I like being able to have a power meter on my bike so that I know there's no mental when you're looking at that number and you see you're putting out 250 watts. And you see that 250 watts and you got a time trial that's going to take you 3 hours, and you know you're kicking that 250 watts, and then next thing you know, your mind starts slipping. Your mind will start slipping on you. So you look down and you think that you're dying, but no, you're still right there. You know, and then your mind will reset. You go, oh, wait a minute, this isn't that bad. I can do this. So you keep kicking, you keep following that on that 250 watts. Keep that 250 watts cranking, and that's what keeps it real. Data driven. Now running, yeah, it can be data driven, whether you're using your heart rate monitor, you're using a foot pod, you know, whatever, or you just keep pushing for a PR, personal best, personal record on one stretch that you might have in your Strava. Ooh, excuse me. Woo. You know, keep pushing in your Strava. But other than that, there's a lot of times where I find myself getting mind screwed a little bit. You know? But Yeah, to go from not being able to run 100 feet to going out and, my running load is, 32, 34 miles a week. There's something to be said about that. And a lot of it's up here. I have a lot of friends of mine that contact me about, they see my progress and stuff on Facebook, and they're like, how did you do that? And I tell them how I did it. And they're like, I can't do that. There's no way I could do that. It's up here. Put down the can of soda. Put down the king size candy bar that you're about to eat for lunch. It's all in there. It's all you got to do is get your head wrapped around it. You get your head wrapped around it, you can do it. Just as long as you don't hurt your body. Like I hurt my body. That's why I'm not cycling. I had an accident. I separated my shoulder. I tore 2 ligaments in my shoulder. I'm waiting to get surgery. So I can't cycle. And that's the whole reason why I'm back on the running game. Because I can't cycle. Or else I'd be cycling, getting ready for, doing some time trials or Grand Fondos. I don't really like criteriums too much. There's too many games to be played, and I don't have enough partners. I don't have enough crew to team up with to play games. I'm not a sprinter. I'm a roller. I'm a big work engine. I can put out for a long period of time. I can give you a lead out, but for criteriums, I can't do it by myself. It's crazy. I tried and I beat myself to death, but we'll see how Turkey Day goes. I don't think I'm going to cheat. I think I'm going to keep doing it because realistically, it's only till Saturday, and then we'll see what happens. All right. I'll keep you informed. Keep it real, people.